I'm sure everybody in the room here knows about what you've done from your college career and into the NWHL. But obviously everybody also knows who your brother is because we're in Pittsburgh and he's been pretty well received. But one search through social media, you'll see #BestKessel. With everything you've done, would you say you're the best Kessel?
I don't know. I don't think I can give myself that title. I'd say maybe it's a toss-up. He has a ton of accomplishments, so.
And you hadn't been playing for a while. Did that weigh on you at all, that you hadn't been playing and just kept getting closer and closer, and then you finally did get back on the ice and proved why you're here, I guess?
Yeah, anytime that you're not playing, it's never fun and it's tough to keep your spirits up. And then I think many reasons for being chosen for captain, but yeah, definitely not playing then being chosen for captain. It was a little unexpected, but to find out where the All-Star game was going to be, it made sense, and I'm just happy to be back on the ice and be
What
here.
were your thoughts after the announcement about the not coming back after the Women's Worlds? Are you kind of looking forward to returning to training?
I have mixed feelings about it. I think I always want to be playing as much hockey as possible, and we have Olympic tryouts shortly after Worlds. It's usually in June, so for me, I would have liked to play games, but I think I'll just have to find a different way to train now.
Well, it's become quite the folk here in Pittsburgh. What kind of reception are you getting here in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh's been great to me, very welcoming. I think I've gained a few fans of my brothers, but that have also become fans of mine. I'm pumped with the All-Star games here.
Familiar with Pittsburgh? Have you gotten to show your team around the city at all?
I don't know too much about it. I usually spend most of the time at the rinks. I was lucky enough when coming back from my concussion injury. I was actually treated right here, so that's pretty special to me to be back here and being on the ice playing healthily. But we went out to dinner last night downtown, so got to see you down there.
You guys are in a neutral kind of city for this event, and you see that at least tomorrow gets sold out for the game. How does that feel to you guys as players?
It's encouraging. I think they chose a really great spot for this. Kind of big city, but not big. And as far as I've seen, it's a great city for little girls playing hockey. And from what I've heard, it's kind of a hotbed.
The game for tomorrow is sold out, and hear that tickets are going like hotcakes for today as well. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, the same thing. It's just encouraging. It's really great to see for us. We've had a few struggles this year, and to be able to come to a different city and be able to sell out a crowd, it's just great for women's hockey in general.
For the All-Star game to be playing here in Pittsburgh, and just general thoughts of the arena and stuff.
It's great. The facility's been awesome. We've only been here for, last night some of us got to go out and spend some time together in town and get to see a bit of the city, so that was fun. And looking forward to today's skills competition and get on the ice with everyone. The kids were awesome this morning. It's fun to work with those guys and get to know some of the local community too. So it's great to work with those girls.
Talk about the support that you guys have gotten from the Penguins organization and preparing for this game.
Yeah, we really couldn't ask for anything better. They've pretty much anything we've needed from them. They've done more than enough to help us out with ice time and media stuff and just getting the word out on their social media. This obviously wouldn't be able to happen without them, and just to have so much overwhelming support from them has been great. So we can't thank them enough.
Yeah, I guess just looking at this in a context of not so much a one-off, but it being this special event all-star context compared to where on a regular season, just game-by-game basis, the numbers haven't quite been there. I guess, is it encouraging, or what do you kind of take from it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously we've seen a little bit of a dip in some of our attendance this year, but I think it just goes to show how much support there is in different markets. So obviously there's been a lot of lead up to this weekend, but it kind of just goes to show how many people are interested in women's hockey and how much we could benefit from playing in other markets or doing kind of a tour of some different markets throughout the next year or so, which I think might be on tap. So yeah, it's definitely good to see that there are women's hockey fans in other cities than just the ones that we play in.
When there isn't this lead up or what have you, to be able to still draw people consistently to the levels that you guys are hoping.
think it's just a growing process. You know, it's obviously only our second year with the league, and I think we're still working out some different kinks, whether it's social media and getting out more notice there, or in the regular media, or whatever it is. But I also think seeing just how much support we've gotten from an NHL program, just how much that has done to kind of get the word out. So hopefully going forward we can get more support from different NHL teams in order to help it grow.
The juices.
Yeah, for sure. I had a reporter yesterday like ask me if Amanda was good at hockey, and I said no. I'm just kidding. No, yeah. I mean, last year we kind of wanted to play it kind of like the men do and just go out and have fun and kind of mess around a little bit, but we realized that the fans had more fun and enjoyed it more when we were competitive. So I think this year it'll definitely be a little more cutthroat, and you know, we're obviously going to go out and just have a ton of fun. But yeah, I think both teams want to win this year.
Brianne, obviously you have ties to the region with RMU as well as doing the goalie camp at RMU, and you're kind of like the first lady of women's hockey in Western PA. So the question I would ask, with all the hype going around for this All-Star weekend, if there's a chance an NWHL team comes to Pittsburgh, you're obviously going to be the owner, GM, coach. You're going to be involved with it
Coming
somehow,
back
right?
out of retirement. Yeah. So, what if?
Yeah, you know,
Bring it back to
you know,
Pittsburgh?
if the team comes to Pittsburgh, obviously with you having so much involvement in women's hockey around the area, you're obviously going to be a huge part of it.
It would be hard to pass up, I guess. That's actually been a topic of conversation a lot ever since this was announced here. Is, you know, what if this is the market for the next team? And although I plan to be done after this year, it would be really hard to say no to being a part of it in some way.
Well, yeah, I didn't even say player. How rude of me.
Oh no, not as a player.
What have your perceptions been for the All-Star weekend here in Pittsburgh?
I'm not surprised. No, there's been so much hype. I was kind of looking back, and there's a whole group out there. Was it 3 years ago, I coached the Pens Elite that plays out of here. It was a U10 team. And I was coaching a game in Toronto, and I walk into the locker room, and every girl stood up and like bombarded me. I was like, "There's gonna be a women's professional hockey league, and we're gonna be teammates." And I was like, "It's probably not." But they're all here, and they're all outside, and that's exactly what I thought of when I saw them. Is those are the exact kids that were so pumped about having this and being able to watch it. So I think it's pretty special for them to be able to have it right here in their hometown and where they play their hockey as well. Be able to see the best hockey players.
And she said that she thinks that Fitzgerald is going to beat you in the fastest goalie competition. What
Oh,
do you
she
say to
did.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm actually going up against Brittany Ott's
Yeah.
rematch from last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know, is this timed? Is it like fastest overall?
I would say
That
fastest
puts on a
overall.
little pressure.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
bring my A game.
Yeah. So.
The turns are the hardest. We got all those pads on.
Yeah.
Wide load.
Now, with all the changes that the league made, how excited are you for this final month of the season once this weekend is over with and getting back to the Isabel Cup final?
It's bittersweet, I think. This has been a part of my life since I was 5 years old. That's kind of Brianne McLaughlin, the hockey player. So I think it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment going from that's the biggest thing in my life to, you know, what's next. But I look forward to it. I have my business that I run here, and I just love my job. I love going to work every day and working with all these girls, and there's so many familiar faces around here because of that. So I do look forward to the next phase of my life, but I'm going to try to just enjoy this last month, and hopefully we can kick it into gear, these Buttes, and make another run at the Isabel Cup. Fell a little bit short last year.